140, whatever it is. Anyway, hello there. I'm coming to you today with a petition. And what my petition is to kind of overhaul the Firearms Act a little bit. I have a lot of issues with the Firearms Act. Stuff that doesn't pertain to practicality or actual safety, we should do away with. But my gripe and whine today is going to be what I would like to petition the government for today is I am a trapper by trade, and I am in the process of getting a restricted firearm, or a handgun, for wilderness protection. And what I would like to do is petition the government for trappers, outfitters, hunters, and campers, or hikers, or whatever, people that are going to be out in the middle of the wilderness. The way I look at it, the crime rate in Toronto has nothing to do with my trap line. This is part of my trap line, which is also my family land. Now, the thing is I used to be anti-handgun. Didn't see a need for them other than killing people and target shooting. But there's a lot of uses for a handgun on a trap line, believe me. The best way I could put it is, here's my logic that I'm coming at it with, and what got me thinking about it. A few years back, I mean, I grew up around firearms all my life, so I'm very safe with firearms. But a few years back, I decided to get back into trapping. Restricted firearms were not even on my mind at the time. And then as more trapping I did, and almost every day you're carrying a rifle with you, what you're going to find is that, A, you're going to damage your rifle because your hands are always wet and stuff like that, and full of grease and stuff you don't even mention. So it gets wrecked because it's always in the way. You always have to set it down somewhere, which leaves you with the potential. It doesn't matter if you travel by snowmobile or four-wheeler, at some point you have to get off that vehicle and put your rifle down somewhere to do whatever it is you got to do. The problem with that is people forget the rifles in the bush. So that's a major safety issue right there. People can come along and then take that rifle and do whatever with it. So yes, I get it, pay more attention. But trust me, it happens to everybody. People forget their car keys. Trust me, you can forget a rifle. You can forget anything. So that's one thing. The other thing is the actual safety aspect of it. You're carrying a rifle across your back this way, it don't matter. In the wintertime, this thing, most of your trails will be covered not only in snow, but there'll be runoffs off the hills, and you'll have ice, and you can slip. And I'm not a fragile little old lady that falls and breaks her hip every 5 minutes. I'm somebody who is out in a dangerous environment, and believe it or not, this can be a very dangerous environment. If you slip and fall with a rifle on your back, you could break your back. And when I did fall, I had my backpack on and my tongs for my trap on. I fell back. And the first thing I thought was, glad I didn't have my rifle on there. Because, hey, -4 degrees. You fall on your back and break your back in the middle of the winter, you're dead. Solution to the problem, you hit me. Okay, my knife, granted, doesn't shoot very well, but it's about the same size as a firearm, much safer to carry. There is an awful lot of rules and regulations to go through just to get to a restricted firearm. They're too complicated, and this is what my petition is for, is to simplify that. Once you've already taken your long gun course, your restricted firearms course, I think you should be allowed to buy your firearm. For that, if we have to spend money on a permit, which will make a lot of money, trust me, people will buy these permits, then so be it. But my point is I want the right for hunters, trappers, hikers, and outfitters to be able to carry, as long as they're not going against any municipal laws or federal laws. But we need to change some of those federal laws to make this happen. So this video has to go viral in order to get the recognition. Put it on your Facebook, put it on your YouTube, rate, subscribe, give it a thumbs up. And if you're Canadian and you really want the right to carry a handgun in the wilderness, we have to let the government know that's what we want. So anyway, that's where I'm going to start. So I have a lot more I got to cover on it. So please rate, subscribe, and everything. Okay, take 3,940, whatever it is. Anyway, hello there. I'm coming to you today with a petition. And what my petition is to kind of overhaul the Firearms Act a little bit. I have a lot of issues with the Firearms Act. Stuff that doesn't pertain to practicality or actual safety, we should do away with. But my gripe and whine today is going to be what I would like to petition the government for today is I am a trapper by trade, and I am in the process of getting a restricted firearm,